Marvel Studios has plenty of leftover storylines to explore in the future of the MCU. One of these is still the future of Ultron. Despite the fact that we saw him, in quotation marks, get destroyed at the end of Age of Ultron, those that have read the comics know that Ultron is always ahead of the game and always has a backup of himself. And we've already seen the return of Ultron drones in Multiverse of Madness. But according to a brand new report, Ultron Prime will be returning in the MCU sometime in the near future. So I don't think I've made it a secret on this channel and the podcast that we do that Ultron is in my top 3 favorite MCU villains to date. I absolutely love Ultron in the comics, but I absolutely also love what they did with him in the MCU. And of course, James Spader delivering the voice was absolutely perfect. Of course, we've seen Ultron since then, as he played a pretty important part in Marvel's What If, and we've had a few Easter eggs here or there connected to the MCU that obviously feature Ultron drones, or the head of Ultron, or different aspects of him, but he himself has never showed up again. Recently, there's been quite a few reports. I believe the original came from the Cosmic Circus, but then others have elaborated on it, that the full AI was not destroyed, and Ultron will be back in the future. We don't exactly know where, but it sounds like there's already things in the work, and they're definitely going to be using the character somewhere. Now, my guesses would be 3 specific projects you could bring the character back in. One would be Armor Wars, where they can make, or some company can make, a armors that respond to an AI. They believe they invented an AI that's controlling them successfully, but it turns out to be Ultron, who turns on everybody, and hey, look, Armor Wars, right? That kind of fits. That would work. Number 2, Vision Quest. Vision deeply connected to Ultron. There you go. Number 3, and again, I'm not using animation because that's kind of expected. Number 3, I would say you could put him into, well, the obvious one, Secret Wars. Because once they go back to the Illuminati world and they recruit more members, you bring Tony Stark from that universe with his Ultron drones and an Ultron that's good. Maybe he gets infected then to be bad by some sort of rogue virus or the prime virus that's still left over in the proper MCU, and there we go. So I see a couple ways you could do it here, and honestly, I expect it to happen. If you defeat Ultron, you ruined Ultron. There's no way to defeat him. He's smart enough. He knows to lock himself away. He knows to make duplicates. There's, of course, a scenario in Age of Ultron where he's sitting there talking to Vision, and he's already stalling because he downloaded himself somewhere in a faraway computer. Again, it writes itself. So I believe these reports, and I've been saying for years now, there's no way Ultron is not coming back. So where do you guys think he's going to show up, and how?